I'm one of those people who want to say that I am a happy man, only nobody I learn is supposed to be able to say that these days with Vietnam and bombs and things. Well, I am, smug as it may be, a happy man, and nearly all the poems I write are in fact poems praising things. This seems to distinguish me in that respect from most writers these days, who often seem to me to invent solemnities because one is supposed to be solemn. You went away. Suddenly, in my world of you created time. I walked about in its bitter lanes, looking for whom I'd lost, afraid to go home. You stole yourself and gave me this torturer for my friend, who shows me gardens rotting in air and tells me what I no longer understand. The bird sings still in the apple trees, but not in mine. I hear only the clock, whose wintry strokes say, now is now, the same lie over and over. If I could kill this poem, sticking my thin pen through its throat, it would stand crying by your bed and haunt your cruelty every empty night. Assisi. The dwarf, with his hands on backwards, sat slumped like a half-filled sack on tiny twisted legs from which sawdust might run, outside the 3 tiers of churches built in honour of St. Francis, brother of the poor, talker with birds, over whom he had the advantage of not being dead yet. His look owed its slyness to the fact that he had no neck. A priest explained how clever it was of Giotto to make his frescoes tell stories that would reveal to the illiterate the goodness of God and the suffering of his Son. I understood the explanation and the cleverness. A rush of tourists, clucking contentedly, fluttered after him as he scattered the grain of the word. It was they who had passed the ruined temple outside, whose eyes wept pus, whose back was higher than his head, whose lopsided mouth said grazie in a voice as sweet as a child's when she speaks to her mother, or a bird's when it spoke to St. Francis. Smuggler. Watch him when he opens his bulging words: justice, fraternity, freedom, internationalism, peace, peace, peace. Make it your custom to pay no heed to his frank look, his visas, his stamps and signatures. Make it your duty to spread out their contents in a clear light. Nobody with such luggage has nothing to declare.